April 19, 2013, traveling on a private jet sent by Mr. May.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was checking out something else. Lucas brought Matthysse weighed in at 139 pounds. September the 5th, 2014. He's going to be taken on a boxer by the name of Roberto Ortiz. And basically, what I got to say is, Roberto Ortiz is no joke. 31-0, 24 knockouts. I believe he has 1 draw. He has never fought in the United States, and somehow they got his ass out there in Cincinnati. He's always fought in Mexico, and he's the WBC silver lightweight champion. Silver lightweight 35. Junior welterweight. Super lightweight. There we go. That's the WBC. All right. But what I'm saying is that it's going to be a bloodbath and it's going to be a war. And don't be surprised if Matthysse gets knocked out. Will he? No. But then again, you got to look at the guy he's going up against, who hasn't gone up against credible competition that we know of. But if you watch some of his fights still, dude knows how to bang, and you can't take that away from him. Kind of like Yoshihiro Kamaga, against Robert Guerrero. We thought that would be all Robert Guerrero just going to go there and blow through him. But that Japanese dude came over here, and he wasn't fucking around. He came over here to earn his money. And most likely will probably end up on Showtime again in the future. So when you think about Roberto Ortiz, you're thinking of the guy, first time in the United States. He over in Cincinnati. He's on the bright lights fighting a guy who was fighting on the undercard of Floyd Mayweather at one point in time. He's got something to go out there and prove. But that's not even the meat of the whole situation. What it is you have Lucas Matthysse, who said, I want Danny Garcia next. Then you got Adrien Broner saying, I want Lucas Matthysse next. And Lucas Matthysse saying, yeah, well, if they're not Danny Garcia, then I'll beat his ass too. So, all 3 of those guys are all managed, advised by Haymon. And it's hard for me to talk about the matchmaking with that because you just don't know. Now, you can't say Haymon hasn't made tough fights in the past before. People forget that he made Adrien Broner versus Marcos Maidana, and he did make Danny Garcia versus Lucas Matthysse. But right now, it just still seems a little too early to put Adrien Broner in there against Matthysse, and putting him against Emmanuel Taylor. Don't get me wrong, Taylor can do some damage. He's got 18 wins with 12 knockouts in those 18 wins. But still, I don't know. I feel that Matthysse would be too much pressure for Broner. Can you imagine Broner on the ropes against Matthysse? Can you imagine? Like how do you see him escaping? How? Now, even the biggest Adrien Broner fan, how do you see Broner escaping? We got to see something tomorrow night that we've never seen before, and I don't know if he can show that to us with Emmanuel Taylor. Almost like we need Amir Khan to show us something that we didn't see with Luis Collazo. We need something more. I'm T-Street Controversy with Real Combat Media. The links to the weigh-ins are right below. Just click Real Combat Media. It's right there. Please subscribe. I'm going to be here moments after each fight. Moments after Broner versus Taylor. Moments after Matthysse versus Ortiz. Moments after Roberto versus Upshur. Moments after Frampton versus Martinez 2. Martinez versus Frampton 2. And moments after All Access, and moments after all that, mini moments where I'm going to be on here basically for hours after all of that stuff goes off. So please, once again, I am on a mission. I'm just going to say, please subscribe. T-Street Controversy, T-Street Controversy Live.